Right now, it feels like everything's falling apart, doesn't it? There's this crushing weight, you know the one, that presses on every founder, investor, leader, craving something real, something fresh. You're drowning in noise, watching the same tired systems promise change, but deliver nothing new. Innovation feels stuck in a loop. Fundraising? It's like banging your head against a brick wall as everyone chases the same outdated formulas. The old rules don't work anymore. They never really did. You're exhausted from pitching endlessly, from meetings that go nowhere, from that gnawing fear. What if the future you're building is already dead before it even began? Here's the truth no one wants to face. Fundraising, as it's been done for decades, is dying. The old playbook, the networks, the gatekeepers, the polished pitches designed to impress, are crumbling beneath us. The market is flooded with noise, diluted by mediocrity, disguised as innovation. The people who truly push progress aren't getting heard because the system rewards safety, conformity, and the average. It's a system designed to filter out fire, to mute the voices that don't fit a mold. Meanwhile, the world screams for real change, for bold ideas, for founders who don't just build companies, but move humanity itself forward. If you're watching this, chances are you've felt that sting, that sharp, relentless ache of being misunderstood, misaligned, isolated. You're not missing brilliance. No. The brilliance is there, burning quietly inside you, fragile because it's never found its true connection. The problem is the system, not the spark. You're surrounded by walls built from comfort and convenience, shackling your potential with rules no one ever questioned out loud. But what if the future of fundraising is not some distant promise? What if it's already here, already breaking through, but hidden beneath the chaos, waiting for those who refuse to settle, those who are tired of the tired tactics and are ready to reclaim the power that's been stolen? This isn't about tricking investors with buzzwords or chasing trends. It's about flipping the entire game, about rewriting the rules so that the radical, the rare, the exceptional don't just survive but thrive. Imagine a network where the founding rebels find one another, where investors aren't just wallets, but partners who share your fire and fight to fuel it. Where connections are electric, synergistic, alive with potential you've never tapped before. Not a community of followers, but a movement of leaders who refuse to be boxed in. Here the future isn't donated, it's built, brick by brick, idea by idea, by those who burn and won't bend. Forget the old ways of raising funds where you're just a name on a list, a face in a crowd. This new future demands sovereignty, your will as your weapon. No more begging for scraps of attention. Instead, be critical. Question every assumption that stifles you. Tear down the illusions of freedom that chain you to outdated systems. The power is in redefining what fundraising means, in crafting spaces where your ideas don't just sit there, they catch fire. It means being selective, aligning only with those who burn as fiercely as you do. Not every investor is your partner. Not every pitch is worth making. The stakes are higher now. You're not here to play games. You're here to change reality itself. Patiently, ruthlessly, relentlessly. Because the best things take time. They're not instant. And that's the secret to lasting power. This long game favors those bold enough to outweight the noise and outlast the false promises. This is not convenience. This is liberation. The world sold you a comfortable cage and called it freedom. But real freedom, the kind that lights a fire in your chest and never lets it die, is messy. It's raw. It breaks your old self before it makes you whole again. There's no shortcut, but there is a path carved for the few, an autonomous network where the rare find each other, where misunderstood brilliance becomes aligned, unstoppable power. What does this look like? It's something you feel deep inside, a tension you can no longer ignore, a silent scream that you were made for more. More than templates, more than formulas, more than grinding in the dark with no real hope. You give your hours, your soul, your endless sweat. The future you want won't be handed to you. You have to break through the noise, reject the fake rules, and reclaim your individual power. Every founder, every investor out there knows this secret in their gut. The greatest opportunity isn't in following the crowd. It's in standing at the edge of discomfort, in rejecting the boring, in welcoming the wild unknown. The future isn't built by those who play safe. It's forged by those who are willing to burn, to take risks others won't, to create networks of fierce alliance, not endless competition. If you can feel that fire, you're already one step ahead. Because the one thing the old systems never understood is that progress doesn't come from the center. It comes from the edges, from the few who refuse to wait, those who see the cracks in the foundation and leap into the void with eyes wide open. You're not supposed to be here, in this old reality, waiting for approval or luck or the perfect pitch moment. You're supposed to be reshaping the landscape itself. The future of fundraising isn't about raising money anymore. It's about raising each other, building real, raw networks, where talent, vision, and courage collide, where the rare meet the rare, where ideas ignite and grow because they're fed by collective energy and untamed passion. This is a new kind of power, one that rejects mediocrity and demands brilliance, not as a buzzword, but as a way of life. So, what can be done right now? First, stop grinding alone. The era of the lone founder struggling in silence is over. Find those who share your vision for something new, those who aren't afraid to burn with you. Build these connections relentlessly, not shallow, not surface level, but fierce and deep. That synergy is the real currency the old system overlooks. When great minds connect with trust and clarity, they don't just raise funds, they mobilize movements. Second, refuse safety in every pitch, every conversation. Investors want to hear your fire, your vision to defy norms and build what no one else dares. But tell it differently. Forget rehearsed scripts. Speak your truth boldly. The markets are hungry for authenticity, the raw, unpolished, unfiltered you. That's the only thing that moves needles today, not rehearsed jargon or canned demos. Third, embrace patience. Radical change is a marathon, not a sprint. In a world obsessed with fast success, being willing to sit with the discomfort, to outlast every temporary trend, is a superpower itself. The future belongs to those who play the long game, who accept that true creation takes time, years, even decades, and still commit without wavering. Last, and this is the hardest, burn your attachment to the old reality. Unlearn what you've been told about fundraising, success, and leadership. The past is not your prison unless you let it be. This is a permission slip to break every rule that doesn't serve your growth. Because every system built on comfort and convenience needs to be shattered before anything real can grow. This rebellion you feel, the urge to rise above conformity, to reject convenience, to build something wild and new, is not a passing feeling. It's a call, a reckoning. If this resonates, it means you're ready to stop playing a role and start living your truth. There's no denying it. The future of fundraising is already here, but not in pitch decks or investor meetings as you know them. It's underground, invisible to those clinging to the past. It's in the autonomous connections forged by visionaries who dare to refuse the world's lie of safe and enough. It's where misaligned brilliance finally finds alignment, where the misunderstood become unstoppable, where the few ignite a future that changes everything. No more begging for scraps. No more living someone else's story. The power is in your hands, not handed to you, but taken. The future is wild, relentless, and fiercely yours to claim. This moment, right now, is where everything starts to change. The question isn't, is the future here? The question is, are you ready to step into it and burn brighter than ever before?